all whom these letters shall come greetings, know ye that the Louisville Metro Legislative Council hereby presents the 9th District Distinguished Program Award in honor of the Center for Neighborhoods PAINT project, which stands for Producing Art in Neighborhoods Together, which proposed a public art project instead of geodesic domes. It's a goat-desic dome by local artists David Biebelhauser and Lauren Argo, because we know that when you involve the community in creating a piece of art, its members are more connected to the work and are more likely to make it part of their lives. We hereby confer this recognition with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining, done in this day in October.
The artists have come and they have met in a workshop with the Neighborhood Association, and they have discussed what's important to the Neighborhood Association and the people in the garden, what is important to them, what they want to highlight, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and from that they developed a proposal and we've come up with the geodesic dome.
Representational about the connections that we make in a community. So the unique thing about the geodesic dome is that without all of the parts of the dome working together, it'll just fall over. It just adds, it gets strength from all of its parts. No one part is the key to its strength. So that was the tie back to the community and to the community garden.
Well, I think art is part of the community. Community should be part of the arts. It makes sense. But I think it goes back to the 50s with Buckminster Fuller and British artists making these domes in the Midwest and also in England as a place kind of challenging this sort of the way communities gather, I think. This kind of architecture is inspired major architects like Norman Foster, probably the most well-known British architect today. And this sort of dome structure, it's actually incredibly strong, robust. This thing will outlive us all, probably.
The Crescent Hill Clifton neighborhoods decided that they would like to cooperate on a project and put a piece of public art here in the Billy Goat Hill Community Garden.
Lower dome, which we planted with some native climbing vines, so our hope that dome is a little more personal, a little more introspective. We really wanted this dome with the colors that we took from the logo, a little more natural to blend in with the garden and complement the garden as opposed to work against it. So our plan was kind of for this to draw in some new people to Billy Goat Hill Community Garden, and then as you draw them in, kind of offer up all these wonderful things that they already have accomplished in 3 years, which is amazing. They hit their 5-year goal within 2 years, which is much to be commended. I mean, you guys are incredible, and this is definitely a part of what inspired us to do a project here, because they love the place, they care.
Here we've got 35 raised garden beds, we've got beehives, we've got shiitake mushroom projects, we've got daffodil projects. Once you asked for the community garden, the neighbors had seen this open field for years, and we went to the property owners and said, if we're good stewards of your property, would you let us have a community garden? And they said, yeah. And so then we just have a lot of talented people that just want to have a community garden. They want to have a sense of community and getting together and just being like a neighborhood. Even those folks who don't live in this immediate area, they come and they sit and talk and we laugh, lots of laughter and good stories. And that's what the community is all about.
Up till now, this has been a sacred space, and this adds to that sacred space because it does integrate people, community.
We're kind of hoping that this will inspire people to take a minute and to look at your garden, experience it by taking the trail the Boy Scouts have created all the way down, and then being able to utilize the 2 domes in a very personal way that can continue the growth of people's, spirits and also their artistic and emotional, and then of course the physical with the plants. So that was kind of our idea, and it's exciting because we don't know what's going to happen, but we hope that at least for the next 2 years it'll be an asset to the community.
The idea that art doesn't have to be a monument or something you hang on the wall. Art can be social awareness, and it lives in other ways, I guess is a way to put it. But
well, I've got a more simple theory that like the premier piece of artwork is nature and the way the world is made, right? So we're just trying to do a little duplication of a garden here so we can attract butterflies and various wildlife, and then
The community garden going for us, but now we've got 2 sculptures, public art that artists were able to provide to us. Yeah, we're just stoked. We're so excited.
so it's a great example of really of everybody working together. And this is the last day of the My Give a Day Community Service Week from the mayor's office, and we've had over 8,000 volunteers out and about throughout the community doing good work here. So
Continues to inspire other people. I think that's the hope.